Hello beautiful divine beings, my name is Marco Chak. Welcome to this channel. If it's your first time, we make, why am I wearing these ear pods? We make personal and spiritual growth videos on the weekly. So if you like that kind of content, make sure you subscribe and also like this video. If you like this video, just help the algorithm a little bit. So today I'm really excited to just share my thoughts on how to thrive in uncertainty. The reason why I want to make this video is actually I got inspired by one of my homegirl called Winnie. So thank you, Winnie, for inspiring this video, because she was like, hey, you know what, Marco? A way to improve your video is to make some content that's more relevant in these times. And I've been coaching a lot this week, and a lot of my clients actually say that, hey, you know what? I'm a little bit demotivated. I'm a little bit stressed out. I have some anxiety because it's just a lot of uncertainty going on in the world right now. So you're like, hey, you know what? That's great to implement. Winnie's advice is just to make a video on this topic. So if you're experiencing uncertainty right now, this video is for you. We're gonna have an exercise, so make sure you have a pen or a paper. If you don't, you can also do your exercise answering the questions that I'll be asking you later in your head. That's cool too. And then we'll move on to, understanding your mindset, and then also understanding what's a spiritual approach to having more certainty in your life and more control in your life. And then lastly, I want to talk about some Thrive Juice, which is just some, really juicy golden nuggets that I wish to share to the world, and something that's been helping me. Those are some additional things that would help you so that you leave this video energized and have that momentum moving forward. So if this sounds good to you, let's jump right into exercise number 1. We got 3 in total. All right, so if you are my coaching client in the session, if you say, hey, you know what, Marco, I'm dealing with a little uncertainty, the first thing I'll do with you is just to understand the situation, is just get the picture of it, to diagnose a little bit. So I'll do the same for you, but without me actually knowing. So I just kind of would guide you with these questions. The first thing I'll ask you is, hey, can you tell me a little bit about your situation? What about your situation is causing you to feel uncertain? And what about that uncertainty is causing you to feel stress, worry, procrastination, demotivated, anxiety, all that kind of emotion, whatever you're feeling? So I just want you to take, 2 to 3 minutes just to really tune into yourself and answer this question, okay? So pause this video and make sure you do the exercise to get the maximum value out of it. Awesome, welcome back to the video. How was that exercise? If you spend the time answering those questions, I bet you can get some sort of clarity around the situation and just zoom back in the bird's eye view and understanding, okay, what about that situation is making me feel these emotions? So it's only when we understand the situation we can know what to do next. And that's exactly what we'll be doing in step 2, which is prescribe yourself with some solution, with some actionable steps, with something that you can do. So my first thing we want to focus on is control. And my question to you is, with your situation right now you feel uncertain about, what are some things that's in your control that could influence the outcome and move towards the spectrum of progression? So to simplify the question, just what are some things that are within your control that you can do? And what you can do, what you can learn, what you can plan, what you can create, execute, research, anything. So again, I just want you to brainstorm the heck out of this question. Spend 2 to 3 minutes just thinking about all the things that's within your control and all the things that you can do to positively influence the situation that you feel uncertain about. Okay, again. Welcome back to the exercise. Thank you for participating if you have. And again, if you haven't done the exercise, make sure that you do. It's the only way that you're gonna get the value that is designed within the video, okay? Do the inner work to get that growth, baby. So how did this exercise help one of my clients? So in the session, my clients have the symptom of feeling demotivated, anxious, kind of just sleeping in late, have a lot of time but not really doing much about it. And I asked him why, and he said one of the factors is because he feels uncertain about the future, about his career and about his finance. So I asked, hey, what are you doing to deal with this uncertainty? And he said, nothing much. He's really feeling like he can't really influence anything. But then I challenge him and say, hey, you know what? Like, let's brainstorm a list of things that you can influence and you can control your finance and your career. And he said, okay, with my career, I can spend time to figure out what I would like to do when I graduate. I can research the job market. I can understand my purpose a little bit more, just looking at trends of where is it going, so that step 2, I know exactly what sort of skills I can acquire, and I can use my spare time to learn, to attend online courses, and just to have more of a laser focus on a specific thing to put his attention and energy on, instead of being distracted and being overwhelmed and being fazed by all these noise in the media and, you know, within his social circle. So that's example 1, how just through doing this simple exercise, he was able to know, okay, these are a couple things I can do to maximize and put myself in the best position when the uncertainty has gone away. And the second thing we help him tackle with his finance is, since, you know, one of his income source is being halted right now because of the situation, what he said, he can brainstorm additional income source. And the thing about him is he wants to be a future business owner anyways. So now is the perfect time to actually think ahead and not to squander his time and just to, you know, take it back nonchalant kind of style, actually be proactive in planning what he want to do in the future. So again, this helped him generated a lot of insight to know where he can put his focus and energy into. So I hope the exercise did the same for you. If it hasn't and you still need a little bit more clarity, again, you can always go back to the exercise, spend a little bit more time so it can yield more results. Every time you go in with a fresh pairs of eyes, you would gain some newer insights, okay? So now moving more to the mindset part, is you really want to talk about, like, it's very important to focus on things that you can control and you can do, because wherever focus goes, energy flows. So if you're focused on things that you can't control, things that you have no influence over, you'll, because of the law of attraction, that's the thing that you expand and you'll attract more of. So if you want to feel more certain in your life, if you want to feel more in control in your life, then the first thing you got to do is just understand, hey, what is in your control? What are things that you can do right now, okay? We can control perhaps the macro environment, the economy, maybe some food shortage, but you can definitely control, you know, like, you know, preparing your food stockage, learning how to plant, hedging against the monetary inflation. So, you know, do everything that you can do to prepare yourself for the worst case scenario, so that after you've done everything that you can do, then, you know what, you would be in a peace of mind. It's like that saying with the Dalai Lama, right? If you can't do something about it, why worry? If you can do something about it, why worry? So that's the mindset I just want to share, just to focus on things that you want to attract more of. If that's certainty, focus on what you can control. Focus on what you can do, okay? So the next mindset I want to share for everybody to become less anxious and less stressed is to focus on having a successful day. This concept is shared in the book, The Science of Getting Rich. In the book, he says that, you know what, do all you can today. Make sure today is a successful day. Leave it all out on the table so that you can sleep with that peace of mind. If you have done everything that you can today, then you know what, you can sleep peacefully. And, you know, if there's nothing much you can do anymore, then why worry? Why waste that time and energy, right? So this just helps us, you know what, focus on the things that matter, and the things that just eat up our energy, just depletes our energy. It's a waste of energy. Don't focus on those drama, those things, and just really understand how you can allocate your energy and your attention in the most efficient and productive means, okay? So again, a really good mindset to have. Focus on having a successful day. The next thing I want to talk about is spirituality. In these uncertain times, I feel like this is very important to help us rejuvenate our hope, our inspiration, our energy. For me, spirituality is about connecting to myself and something beyond me as well. So you know what? We are guided, we are protected, but we have to ask for those things in order to receive it. So it's talked about in this concept, ask and it's given, to ask for those guidance, those inspirations, those answers, because we have free will. Those things won't come if we don't ask. So if you don't have a spiritual practice right now, I highly encourage you to just pray, just to meditate, do yoga, do your breath work, whatever that resonates with you. Try to cultivate that habit and that foundation, because it's really an anchor that helps you be internally grounded so that you won't be fazed by all these noise. Because right now in society, the average person is not really vibing at a very high state with all this fear, all the uncertainty, all these worry. That energy, if you're not internally grounded, if you're not cleansing yourself, it can latch onto you. So you really want to be connected to yourself and get that source of energy and inspiration from yourself. So it's sustainable, it's internal, it's grounded, it's strong, it's profound. Okay, so spirituality, really ask for that guidance from some, from your higher self, from the universe, from God, whatever that resonates with you. And also just to trust that everything would go well. Nothing is permanent, so this shall pass as well. So just have that long-term view. Know that, just keep having a successful day, knowing that eventually this will all end. And when you come out of this uncertain times, you would be okay. You'll be okay. And just having that faith that you are guided. Follow the omens, follow the signs. It's like how you're watching this video, because you're guided to watch this video as well. And so, just ask and you shall receive. Lastly, I just want to end this video with some Thrive juice. These are some really powerful insights and some golden nuggets that I feel like will be applicable right now in these uncertain times, as well as later on, whatever you're doing. The first thing, I think, again, just to echo what I said about spirituality, is just be internally grounded. A lot of time we externalize our power outside. Like, I care a lot about how other people think about me. I'm seeking validation from external sources. I'm seeking the permission to do certain things from external sources. If you live in that paradigm, that would be a very disempowering and very tiring paradigm to live in. So what you want to do is just be internally grounded, so that, regardless of what's going on in the external world, all these chaos, all these media, all these kind of BS is going on, you are internally grounded. You have the habits, you have the mindset, you have the foundations, you have the system, you have the network, you have the support group to really just keep doing your thing, all right? Obviously, you have to adapt with what's going on in external circumstances, but that should never be a hindering factor for you to not put in the work, okay? So if you have this mentality, if it's World War III, you still keep doing what you're doing. It's just doesn't mean you stop doing what you're doing. You actually should be even more motivated, knowing that humanity needs your service at this time. So, be of service of other people. I think that's also one thing that helps ground myself, film this video knowing that I need to make a difference, especially in these times. So show up for the other people, be internally grounded, show up for yourself, okay? And so that if we can internally ground ourselves, especially if you're a parent or you're a role model, you're a boyfriend, whatever, if you don't have that good energy to share, people around you can feel that negative energy. So make sure you take care of yourself before you take care of your business, your other things, okay? That's the first thing I want to share. The second thing is, it's not a vacation. Just remember, like right now with these uncertain times, some people don't have to go to school, some people don't have to go to work, some people are getting like free stimulus check. Just know that, don't go into this with the mentality that, I'm gonna take a break and I don't need to do anything. It's like a free vacation. Like obviously it's your approach, how you want to live your life. But for me, I think this is a great opportunity to actually take advantage of this free time. A lot of times you say, I don't have the time to do certain things, but right now with all this free time, you're still not doing it, then you're never gonna do it. So just understand it's not a vacation. Really take this time to upgrade yourself, so when this uncertain times end, you can actually come out of it stronger, faster, more intelligent, fitter. So just understand, like, use this time wisely. Don't squander it in things that do not serve you, okay? It's okay to just take 2-3 weeks, play your video games, go travel, go take a chill pill, revitalize, connect back to your soul. It's okay, but eventually you have to go back to that grind mode, or else you'll be sluggish for too long, and it will take you a lot of momentum to go back to your peak performance. So make sure, just understand, it's not a vacation. Really take good use of this time. Go do your research, go prepare, go talk to people that you always want to talk to, go connect, right? There's so many books out there, there's so many podcasts, there's so many online courses. Go grab some coaching, go heal your past traumas. Really, right now is a great time to really look internally, just to heal the things that we need to heal. Don't sweep things under the rug, but really look into your demons, look into your shadows, and really heal that stuff so that you can move forward with more light, inspiration, authenticity, okay? And lastly is stop making excuses. Stop saying, I can't do this because I just don't have the time right now. I don't have the energy. It's too crowded. It's too noisy. Too many people at home. Too little spaces. Blah, 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 right? So start taking more ownership, knowing that, you're in more control than you think you are. Your ego likes to make excuses, because if you put the responsibility outside of yourself, then you don't have to take that internal responsibility, knowing that you can control the situation. So if you're watching one of these videos, you are ready to hear this message and saying that, hey, stop making those those excuses, know that you are the creator of your life. You control the outcome of your life. You know, you have more influence than you think you do. So make sure you take control of it. You do everything that's within your control. You create your own destiny based on the efforts that you put in, based on your mindset, based on what you want to believe, based on what you want to attract, right? So stop making excuses and just freaking do it. Like, I'm tired of hearing these things. I'm sure you're tired of yourself lying to yourself. So really be honest, not to me, not for me, but for yourself. You really take a look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are you doing everything that you can right now to maximize your growth and to put yourself in a position where it really serves you long term? If it's not, then really understand why, and just to do the internal work to put yourself in a mind state so that you can put that action that you already know that you need to do, okay? All right, man, I'm talking too much right here. I'm just really fired up, really passionate about personal growth and just really help humanity, really like, hey, let's light up that fire under our belly. Let's go for it. Let's stop being our negative self. In these uncertain times, we really need the leaders to step up, just to up our game. Even as young leaders, before I talked about it, humanity needs more people that's more impact driven. I'm certainly always finding my why. And it's something that I'm really passionate in helping other people find their why as well. So if you want more clarity around your personal growth, how to like inject more certainty, more energy, more motivation, more systematic ways to improve yourself, then what you can do is schedule a free 2-hour coaching session with me where I just go on a deep dive with you, brainstorm, really help you understand what is wrong with you or what areas you can improve on, what areas you can maximize, whether that's your health, finance, spirituality, or just, you know, focus on one thing like your purpose. And out of that 2-hour conversation, you will 100% get some value out of it. And if we match, and if you know you like working with me, I like working with you, then we can have a conversation and seeing how it will look like working together for the next 3, 6, 12 months, etc. So again, if you're interested, you can schedule and apply for a session below. Yeah, that's me right here, Marco Chak, always here to serve, give value. Again, if you like this video, give a like and subscribe for more juicy content that's always coming out. Also, feel free to hop on our email list. We have a free PDF down below for you to download. And today I'm just really talking really fast. I hope it's okay. And again, much love and peace. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Let's live our life with more certainty, more forward momentum, and I wish you a beautiful rest of your day, man and lady. Peace. Namaste.